thing.
Yes,
It's
record
a very
thing.
technical term.
There we go. I have record thing now.
I'm trying to keep my hat a little disguised because this is the debut of a brand new hat that I just got.
I didn't even notice it, so I wasn't even paying
I didn't
attention.
either.
Nah.
Good.
Neither.
So yeah, I'm excited to debut this guy here. It's
Hey.
Oh,
nice.
Hat. Yeah, I'm really digging it.
I dig it too. That's hot.
That's a nice hat. I was surprised it wasn't a hat for Audible. It was an Audible hat.
I mean, like, are they allowed to print stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's weird, right? Shouldn't like all Audible things be auditory only? You know?
Well, I mean, but they have a logo because otherwise you can't download their app. So
that's true. That's true too.
Point well taken, Dan.
Well,
okay, maybe, but you'd have to like download like some kind of Alexa to then tell to download the Audible app.
Yes.
So
that's how it should be.
It could be done.
You should like, hey Siri, let me get that Audible.
Wait, Siri?
Well, she could do it too. I'm just saying.
Siri, Alexa, all the same.
Everything has to be Amazon, sir. Like
I'm sorry, Dan.
My bad.
Yeah, because that's how all of that shit works. Because then you got to get Amazon Music and and they will relentlessly hound you.
All right. Well, welcome to another Three Geeks podcast. We've got what, 4 in the house this time.
So we're closer to the actual name.
Another social distance episode of the Three Geeks podcast. We've got John from the PVD cast. You can catch him at all of the PVD cast stuff. So where do they find you at, John?
They can find the podcast itself over at pvdcast.com or through all the major podcast platforms. 9:30 on Monday nights. You can listen to the live broadcast on Redline Radio LLC. Just search for Redline Radio LLC in Facebook or go over to their website, which of course is redlineradiolllc.com. They even have an app if you're an Android phone user, so you can go over to Google Play Store, download it. Again, it's under the name Redline Radio LLC, and you can take the show and the station wherever you go. Can I give a quick plug? Because my guest that's on this week is a gentleman by the name of Eddie Clinker. He is the writer of a comic called The Rose Society. Issue 1 came out some time ago. He's got the Kickstarter for issue 2 up right now, and it's got about another 10 days or so, 12 days before it runs up. So if you're interested, check it out on Kickstarter. Just look for The Rose Society.
Can you tell how it's going? Are they chugging right along, or
they need a little help. I'm not gonna lie. I think they're about midway through the campaign. They got about 50% funded, so they want to get that that last push through. And
what's the name of the comic again?
The Rose Society. It's an interesting tale about like friendships and secret societies and
like gardening and
gardening. No,
like Martha Stewart.
No, there's no gardening involved.
It's not like Home Improvement or
no.
Is this an original story or an adaptation?
This is an original story.
Okay, there is a book called The Rose Society.
Correct. There is a book as well, but yes,
they're not affiliated.
They're not affiliated.
No relation.
The first thing when I googled Eddie Clinker is something about helping him raise funds to sell a boat or something.
We gotta sell.
Anywho.
Oh, it's a brand. The 1973 Jack Eddie Clinker. It's a boat.
I have no idea what Scott's doing.
I'm trying to find this comic.
Just go to Kickstarter.com, search for The Rose Society. It should be
I found it. All right, I found it, but I went on an adventure.
He found it, but he found the wrong book. So.
Oh my goodness! There and back again with Scott.
Sorry, Eddie. I'm trying. I don't know what to tell you.
But at least we got boats.
Check out Eddie Clinker. Check out the Rose Society. Go to the Kickstarter and find that. Help them out. I guess they're almost there, halfway there. So
halfway there. Let's try to get it done, man. Get it done.
Get over that hill.
Yeah.
And definitely go check out John at all the PVD Castness. It's a great podcast. John, obviously we love you. So
thanks.
Doing good work. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into the sauce. I actually kind of want to start off with the vehicles thing.
Okay. So I proposed this idea last night and I stole it from another like Facebook group that I'm in, but I thought it would be a good one.
It's an original idea from John for the PVD Cast.
What is your favorite car or vehicle or spaceship from television or movies?
Can I include animation in this?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Gundam.
Ooh.
Just Gundam.
Yeah. That
Give me a giant robot all day. No, actually, the Thunder Tank is my favorite vehicle.
Ooh. Okay. Why?
I don't know. Like maybe it's just I watched a lot of Thundercats when I was a kid, but I mean something about that freaking tank. It always got like they kind of give it gadgets to suit like what they need for storytelling. So it's got like a plethora of things that it can do. It looks cool, and you just want to be badass Panther with some nunchucks, driving the Thunder Tank, cruising the whip on a Saturday. Like
there you go.
I don't think life gets better than that.
He's blasting some LL Cool J. All the ladies are swooning.
You know it. Listen to the freaking "Summertime" by Fresh Prince, just driving Lois.
Mine, I went with, and I jotted down a couple, but I think if I'm going to pick my favorite from Star Wars was the Y-Wing bomber.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why.
That's the lamest one.
Do you remember like Kenner had like the small die-cast versions of some of the ships?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I had an X-Wing like a cool boy.
I did too, because like I don't know why. I didn't have the full-size one, but I had the small one, and I had the Y-Wing bomber. And I don't know if it was just because like it had the plastic bomb that you press the button and it would drop. Like for some odd reason, I love that toy. I don't know why. And I was like, I still to this day, if I watch, any Star Wars, there's a Y-Wing bomber, I'm like, yeah, that's the shit right there. But
those Y-Wing bombers, they get, oh my goodness, they're always just like getting picked off left and right. There's like a squad of Y-Wing bombers will come in and like one makes it out. I'm just like, why would anyone ever do this?
Scott's got the Millennium Falcon. Nice.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Do you remember they also had like the micros?
Micro Machines, dude?
No, they had like the Kenner produced like the micros. They came with like little die-cast Star Wars figures, but they came with the little play sets.
Yeah.
See, I had little play sets, but none of them were die-cast. Like I had like it was like a Darth Vader helmet, and you would like unfold it, and it was the carbonite chamber, and it came with like a little Han Solo. You could like lower him down into it.
Oh, okay. Well, the figures were just die-cast because I had one that was like the Hoth playset.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was the one, I had the Bespin playset too, where you put the die-cast Han Solo tied up, and then you spin it around, put the carbonite one, and then you could do the gimmick of like, it's Han, oh, he's now in carbonite,
See, I never had any of those. I only had the Micro Machine.
Yeah.
Oh,
stuff,
okay.
which was all like plastic.
It's your little Han, and your little Leia, she's like, I love you. And you're like, I know. And then...
Dan, what'd you get off the shelf, Dan?
Do it on your plastic Death Star.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds dirty. Crazy.
You didn't have, But yeah, none of the characters were die-cast at all. They're all plastic, but hey.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to have to look up and see. I'm going to look that
now,
up.
Way back in the day, they did make, like, I had the No, I Am Your Father playset.
Okay.
And those guys were die-cast.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's not the Micro Machines ones. I don't know what those were.
Luke's gonna need counseling to get over this PTSD playset.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, the figures were the only thing that were die cast. Everything else was here. Actually, I found some on eBay. Just the figures. Yeah.
And I bought them.
No, on eBay. I don't know if I could show. So
just click buy it now.
Just click buy it now, John. That's all you need to do.
It'll be fine.
That $9 plus $3.99 shipping and handling. Okay, now my phone won't work.
Dude, $12.99 for your childhood, I say worth it.
I got enough of my childhood still in my garage. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't need any more. Shit. Anyways. Dan, what was your favorite car, vehicle, or spaceship?
Oh, I know what you're talking about, dude.
Can I take one of the divine beasts out of the Zelda Breath of the Wild?
Yes.
I was just playing that yesterday, dude.
Sure.
I'm gonna play some more once we're done with it.
I want the elephant one.
The what?
The giant elephant one.
Okay, the one that sprays all the water.
Yeah, yes. Because I mean, you could just like go through town, smash everything, and then spray it all with water.
They would love you in California.
See, it sounds great. Take that thing on the beach.
Just put out all the wildfires.
Yeah, and spray the beach people.
Scott, you found them?
I did. So here's the thing. You are significantly older than I am. So I was
I'm an old man.
No, but I was thinking more like the
hashtag truth.
I was thinking like the 97 like re-release.
No.
No, because I know what you're talking about because there was a Death Star playset that they had at a store, and I always wanted it, and it was like always like $100, which to me was like this amount of money I would never get to. But I always wanted that Death Star playset so bad, because it had like all these different rooms, that little trash compactor. It like had like the little like the prison cell, and you could have the little figures. So I do know what you're talking about, but I never had any of those. Because we were poor.
All right, sorry, but speaking of Death Star trash compactors, I just have to talk on how fucking awesome Princess Leia is, because like Luke walks into the room. She's like, "You're a bit short for a stormtrooper." Just talking mad shit to this dude. Doesn't even care. Like right from the rip. Like,
well, she thinks she might be like getting shot right then and there.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And she's like, you know what? My last words are going to be giving this dude shit. Like, that's. I just Princess Leia's a badass.
I mean, you can't be the leader of the Resistance and just cower in front of a short stormtrooper.
Well, I mean, like there's diplomacy, there's like etiquette and class, and she's like, fuck all that noise, fuck you.
And see, here I thought Max was gonna say, I'm installing my own trash compactor in my house.
Yeah, and it's huge. It's
huge.
I have a trash compactor. Unfortunately, it's not big enough to hold its own trash compactor monster in there.
No.
It should be like the toy. It would just be chunks of foam and then like a plastic alien that you just like move around.
No, I want the real thing. I'm gonna.
All right.
I'll upgrade to the. I think that's like the B-17 model that.
Max, what are you doing with that garden hose? I need to put down a layer of muck for my trash compactor.
Yep. I'm just gonna get some. I'm gonna go over here to the swamp. We're gonna drain the water directly out of there.
Drain the swamp.
Drain the swamp. There you go. Yeah. Oh yeah.
But only for we're not really draining the swamp. We're just like relocating it.
Oh, okay.
My trash compactor.
Gonna put a family of eels down on the bottom.
Yeah, let's just make it interesting. Like, let's see what kind of ecosystems we can get going.
There you go. Scott, how about your favorite vehicle or car or spaceship?
My favorite vehicle or car. See, I'm a big fan of the spinners from Blade Runner, like the flying cars.
Oh, okay.
I just love that design because it's just like kind of like cars and how they might look if they had to fly. So, yeah, I really like that.
I noticed that none of us picked actual vehicles, like actual cars.
Well, why would you? I mean, like anyone can drive a regular car. How many people can drive a Thunder Tank?
No, true. Point well taken.
Hold on. What's the wish on that? I mean,
I had narrowed down because as a kid, I loved Dukes of Hazzard. So
okay.
The general
okay.
was like
Racist.
I knew you were going to go there.
I mean, come on, man. I'm sorry, but I can't. I know.
No, like, it's fine because look, when Dukes of Hazzard started getting replayed like on TNT or whatever when I was in college, I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna watch this. This is great. I'm gonna relive my childhood. I started watching. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you live in a county where you have an unlimited budget to fix police cars, but yet you don't have paved roads.
No.
That's why they have an unlimited budget to fix police cars.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was actually very close to picking this guy.
Ooh.
Okay. The Batman animated series Batmobile.
Nice. Oh, nice.
Hot Wheels toy.
Nice.
That was probably my second pick.
So there you go. There's our favorite cars, vehicles, and spaceships.
Batman the Animated Series Batmobile is my favorite Batmobile of all the Batmobiles, hands down.
I think it's the best evolution of like the Tim Burton movie, which is just kind of like, it's like bulbous and just kind of like weird looking. I like that it's an actual car and not like a tank, like in like Dark Knight or the Gotham games or something. And I think that the animated series is the best like evolution of like an actual car. I just love how like sleek and like,
and how it's like
it's just so
30 feet long.
Yeah, it's just so long and black, you know, just like
like just how she likes it.
Yep. When bad guys see that, they know.
I respect your decision, but I'm still going with the 66.
I respect that. I respect
the phone in it.
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, that thing's awesome.
Whatever you need, the Batmobile has it.
Yes,
man. That's it.
Shark repellent.
That's right.
Yeah, they're like, hey, what does Batman's utility belt have in it? Like, whatever we need him to have for that week.
Yeah, exactly. Shark repellent, you know, bomb detector, whatever.
No good place to throw a bomb.
Exactly. Hey, speaking of Batman, so the news came out that Ruby Rose is leaving Batwoman. Any thoughts on that?
Well, I haven't watched an episode of Batwoman yet, so I don't care. It is interesting to me that she's leaving. Did we get any insight as to why?
Yes, because apparently, story goes that she is not very happy with the shooting schedule, and that it's a little more of a grind, and that led to tensions between her and the production team.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my question, though. I know, Ruby, that you are the star of the show, but you've been on other TV shows.
Yeah. So
you should kind of expect that I'm signing up to do this show and I'm going to be the lead. Gee, how did that work for, Laura Prepon on Orange is the New Black? Did she do a lot of work? Maybe I don't want that responsibility. I don't know why she would be scratching her chin either. But anywho, you know what I mean? Like,
she's got her 5 o'clock shadow going.
Ruby Rose was also on Orange is the New Black.
Right.
Yes,
so you would think that she would say, "This is how this works. I'm not comfortable with this role."
Well, I mean, I feel like when you see that, like, they offer the money, and you're like, oh, okay, no, like that seems like good money for what I'm gonna have to do. And then, she gets into it. She's like, you know what? I'm not that committed. Like, apparently I'm just not that committed. So, like, I mean, I get it. And she doesn't like it. She doesn't like it. It's whatever. It's a CW show. So it's not like, they're halfway through filming freaking True Detective season 1. And Matthew McConaughey's like, you know what? I'm done. Like,
look, I watch a lot of the CW shows, and Batwoman's okay. I honestly must confess that I think Ruby Rose is not a very good actress to begin with, and not that you need to be in the role, but I'm like, yeah, I just like it's an okay show. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I watch it, but it's not the best one. If you could recast Batwoman, who would you recast? Who would take the place of one Ruby Rose?
And like they had to do it,
they had to do it.
I'm forcing you to act in this role now. Batwoman.
Well, I think it's interesting because apparently Stephanie Beatriz has said she'd like to do it, and I think she'd be a great choice.
That name does ring a bell. What's she from, Scott?
She's Rosa on Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad choice.
Like I mean, if she played it up like the series, like she already has like a good like kind of deep voice when she puts it on, and she just has a like, says a couple words only when needed. So if she did that in more of a serious sense than a comedic sense, I think it would work out really well.
That chick who played Colleen Wing in Iron Fist.
Oh, Jessica
Henwick.
Sure. Henwick.
Jennifer. I think it's Jennifer.
Jennifer. What did I say? Jessica?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would get her.
Get your white people names that Asians choose. Right.
I go with, and this one's a stretch, but I would like to see it. I'm going with Ariel Winter.
The wrestler?
From Modern Family. Alex from Modern Family. I think it would be something different that she could do instead of just
the smart daughter.
Yeah,
she's a little young.
She's a bit chesty, don't you think?
She's what? What?
She's a bit chesty for that one, don't you?
Well, I mean, has that ever stopped anybody in comic books before? I mean,
like if she was playing Power Girl, I would see it.
Hey, Luke Fox can make a more shapelier chess piece, So
that's true. It's a little thing. It's not even. It's not even an issue.
Dan's not even chiming in. He's like, I don't want to even. I don't want to be part of this.
I don't really care.
So nobody watches. You guys don't watch any of the CW shows?
I know.
The only thing that I know about Batwoman is it had those really annoying radio commercials, where they were telling me that it was like the greatest feminist show ever made, and they keep saying Batwoman really fast, and it really annoyed the shit out of me. That's all I know. Like,
now remember, when talking to Dan, you have to have proper cadence. Okay,
well,
you can't say it too quickly or too slowly.
Because they would play it every 20 minutes, and I would just listen, for the news because I'm stuck in a van, and it was like Batwoman, the best in women's entertainment. It is great. See why all of the critics like Batwoman, and it would go on for like 45 seconds, and I'm like, please stop.
You think with that much time, they'd be able to slow down the pronunciation?
Yeah,
But maybe they had to they were like, it's 46 seconds, and we only paid for 45 seconds. And CW is like, we're not giving you any more money for airtime.
Like
for those listening at home, Dan was kidnapped for a while. That's why he's in a van.
He spent a bunch of time in the back of a van. Couldn't scratch his nose. It was a real shit situation.
Had to listen to the Batwoman commercial over and over.
Just played it on repeat. It was water
torture.
dripping on his forehead while they played that Batwoman freaking commercial on repeat.
That was the kidnapper's torture.
Yeah, we were forced to contact Liam Neeson because he has a certain set of skills.
I've got your geek.
We were like, keep.
See, of the CW shows, I personally feel like Black Lightning is the best one.
I haven't watched an episode of that.
I mean, I just think it's got a great villain, Tobias Whale, and the dude that plays him, that Marvin Jones, does a great job as being. He's like the bad guy. Like I equate it to like Boyd Crowder on Justified. He's such a cool badass bad guy. You're like, you know what? I wouldn't mind if you won, Tobias. Actually, you beat the shit out of Black Lightning.
Okay, now what gets me is that the dude who plays Boyd Crowder, his name is Walton Goggins. Like, They could have just let that guy run with his regular name, and it would have been backcountry enough for that show. Like, I think I would change my name to Boyd Crowder if my name was Walton Goggins.
Walton Goggins is one of those like typecast actors that like he's in The Shield, he's in Django,
Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, like he's so typecast as like the the racist asshole.
But then, he was in the
Sons of Anarchy.
Ant-Man versus the Wasp.
Okay.
Yeah, but Sons of Anarchy, he was the translating.
Okay, all right. Yeah, you're right. But his earlier career then, because like The Shield, I watched him for 6 or 7 seasons, just going ape shit all the time. But you see interviews, and he's like such a nice dude, He's like, hey, I like this.
I watched one episode of his new show, the comedy, the unicorn, it's terrible.
Oh, great.
Not funny at all. Like, I'm like, none of this is funny. Why?
Thanks.
You're wasting your time, Mr. Goggins. You're wasting your time.
And it's like, for that role, I don't see Walton Goggins. The guy playing. It's not. That might have just been bad casting, but I really do like Walton Goggins.
I do too.
Yeah. He's a great actor. Is the tranny in Sons of Anarchy. I think he's done like a lot of different stuff over his career, and I mean, like, at least he's trying different things. So it's easy for him to get typecast.
Yeah.
Racist asshole, but like
you got a name like Walton Goggins. I mean. Sorry, dude.
They're like, you have a problem with this guy? They're like, no.
He was like the exact same character in Django and The Hateful Eight.
Yeah, see.
Except he was, I guess he had a little bit more of a redemption at the end of Hateful Eight.
But,
yeah.
But it is one of those things where it's like, I'm sure Tarantino was like, man, I wish I had like a Walton Goggins type for this role. He's like, fuck it, just put Walton Goggins in it.
Let me just get the man.
Yeah. Don't accept any cheap imitation. Get the real deal.
Walton Goggins is awesome. I dig that guy.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, but Black Lightning I like, and it's got a hint of like blaxploitation feel to it with great music and that. I think it's the best CW show. I don't think there's been a bad episode, to be honest.
All right, I might have to give it a watch, but if it's bad, John, that's on you. That's on you now.
All right,
Max is gonna come for you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna come and tell you how shitty that show is, and I won't shut up about it.
He won't, trust me.
I know. That's okay. I've already said last week, I'm hearing about The Wire from my cousin about how bad it was. So
oh my God,
join the party, cousin. Max. To let me know about how bad my.
I feel like if I were you, I would like disown your cousin. Like I would not even acknowledge his existence anymore. How do you? Oh God, The Wire. The Wire is so good.
I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I'd like to be able to blame it on some really realistic.
Chips as a child, like did he live near
maybe
power lines?
I don't know. He might have. I don't know. Who knows?
He live near wires. He just doesn't like them.
Yeah, he's actually a former electrician. That's why. No, I don't know.
He got electrocuted one time and had a debilitating phobia of wires ever since.
Hey, we're gonna watch The Wire. Ah!
He's balled up in the corner, rocking back and forth.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
In the shower, fully clothed with the water hitting him.
So, Max, you wanted to talk about something as well, right? In regards to Magic the Gathering?
Oh, yeah. So, good news. I was listening to the Limited Resources podcast, and they were talking with one of the runners for Magic the Gathering Arena, which is their online, like, standard kind of play. It's actually gone past standard now. But they said that they're going to be, this year, that it's going to be going to mobile. So, like, I mean, they only have 6 more months for it to happen this year. So, like, it's got to be happening sometime soon. So, I'm really excited about that. I'm scared and excited because, like, right now, it's bad enough that I have it available to play on my computer. Like, I got completely out of paper Magic because I can play it on my computer and it's cheaper and there's just like a lot more Magic to be played that way. But if they put it on your phone, that might be game over. Like it might be too much, like you're just sitting there playing Magic at all times and it's just accessible. So I'm excited and scared at the same time. Dan, do you play Arena at all, or would you play the mobile?
Maybe. I don't really get into mobile games that much. I mean, I do handheld games. I don't do mobile games on my phone. So
I was into Hearthstone for a while, and I just like that idea of that kind of game because I'm not really into card collecting. So if it's just like all digital, like I'm down for that. And yeah, the thing with Hearthstone is it wasn't mobile at first, so you like had to play it on your laptop. And like once it went mobile, it was like, oh, this is like a lot of fun. It's actually a decent app. And then I just stopped playing because I would get freaking stomped every single game.
But yeah, so if you guys like don't hear from me, just check to see if Magic the Gathering Arena dropped off mobile.
We'll get the app just so we know where Max is at.
Yeah.
It's like we don't do podcasts with Max, but we do like pop in and play him in a game of Magic on Arena Mobile every now and again, just to make sure he's still doing all right.
Well, at least if everybody has the apps, we'll know when you are kidnapped and you're in the back of a van like Dan.
Yeah,
that's true. I mean,
it fully nullifies the point of a mobile phone if you just stay at home and play Magic. So
True.
Yeah, but now you can play Magic like when you're taking a dump or like whatever.
10
when you're
feet
waiting
mobile.
When you're waiting in line at the DMV.
Yeah, like get a couple games in.
There you go.
So I'm excited. I'm excited for that. Cool. I wish I had a hard date, but we're not there yet. But he said this year, so hopefully it happens.
That's very cool.
Cool.
But what's going to happen to Pokemon Go then?
Well, you see, you can have Pokemon Go running in the background, so you're still like getting all your walking and all your steps and all that stuff. And then, if you just like when you lose, if you're Scott, you can just pop over to Pokemon Go real quick, catch some Pokemon, and then pop right back over while your game's loading up. Like I think you can work everything out.
Yeah. Delete everything else off your phone and have those two, and you're good.
Yes, that's all you need. That's all you need. Because you can take pictures through the Pokemon app, like the Pokemon.
Yeah.
Stuff, so.
And they've got Pokemon, so it's already better.
Yeah, how could you get any better than that?
Anything else, guys?
Did we have any other topics?
I don't think
so.
I actually heard an interesting little thing. Someone was talking about movie theaters opening back up.
Mm-hmm.
But none of the movies are being released.
Yeah.
Even Nolan's new one? Because
that one is what's interesting to me, because that's the only one that's like we're releasing in July.
Right.
And they haven't changed, and they're like we're releasing this thing in July. Period. So I'm wondering, if when Tenet is supposed to come out, that's when the theaters open up, because they're like, okay, now we have something to release, and here we go. But
like the olden days, one movie per theater.
Like what if it bombs? Like how
it's not going to. It's going to be the first thing. Even if it's a terrible movie, everyone's going to go see it.
I won't, but
everybody will go see it and then bitch about it on Twitter.
Right. Yeah, totally.
But they probably won't see it again, though.
But
sure.
Because I think Bloodshot got a little bit of a bump because they were the last movie to be released, and that was pretty much all you could go see before they shut everything down. And then I'm interested to see how Tenet does. But I can't even go right when the theaters open up, because I got my parents and everything to think about. So it's gonna really, really suck for me, and I'm gonna have that slight crackhead experience. And I just want to go so bad. But I'm interested to see how that does, and if the theaters do choose to just wait until there's something to show. Because obviously they could get old movies and show stuff until.
That is a pain in the ass for theaters to get old movies.
Mm.
But
you'd think that in times it's because everyone stands to make money. They would streamline the process, because they're like, okay, as soon as these guys open up, we want to get stuff in there and get them paying money again. So you think that they'd take this time to streamline the process for when it comes out, but maybe not. Probably not.
They're probably all just staying home, because their people aren't getting paid, so they probably threw as many people, to not get paid out. So no, they're not getting it. Not getting it streamlined. They're sitting around going, when can I go back to work?
Yeah. Oh man. Well, yeah. So that should be interesting.
Then if they get old movies, they got to push the digital projector to the side and drag over the old 35 millimeter back. And
that's what they should be doing, is converting everything to digital right now.
While they have the time.
They can just email it to you.
Here's the new movie. Oh shit, I forgot to attach it. 1 second.
And then you'll get there. You have too many emails in your email, and it won't come through. And then you're like, "Can you put it in my Google Drive?" We don't have.
Accidentally.
Do you have Dropbox? I don't have Dropbox. I have Google Drive.
You accidentally send it to your whole freaking list.
Yeah.
And you got to be like, "Hey, man, don't open that."
Yeah. Exactly.
And
that's how we're gonna get to see Tenet
in July
on the day it comes out at home.
At home. Yeah, that's. I guess that's it for today.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, stay safe, stay healthy, and we will
stay away from everybody.
Yeah, stay away from other people.
Yeah, don't just rush out just because you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, just think before you do anything. That's all I ask of anyone. Yeah. Just think real hard about it. But John.
Hey, I had a friend stop over yesterday. I planned everything out. You're gonna sit at that end of the table on the porch. I'm gonna sit over here. Beers will be in the middle of the table. You're just gonna, Now,
actually, what you should have done. I mean, good on you, but you really do need to carry it the next step further, because with the beers in the middle, that makes a communal space, and you really want to avoid that. So you should separate your friends' beers and then separate your beers. And that way,
with like tongs, because you can't touch his. So you gotta...
Right. Yeah, we're not like disinfect. You set the beers over there, disinfect them, leave it alone.
Yep.
And then go get your beers.
See, well, when I get COVID, we'll know why now.
No, it'll be a shame, but at least we'll know what happened, and we can tell the children. Like, children, don't do communal beers.
Well, kids, children, don't drink communal beers. Like, get your own. I know you're only 8, but get your own.
It's a little extra work, but you just got to separate the beers, okay?
Right,
exactly. Beers and your beers.
Next time, it's just gonna make a beer trough. Long.
Save a life. Drink your own beers.
There's all these 8-year-olds standing outside the gas station. Hey, excuse me, sir. Excuse me. I forgot my ID at home. Can you?
I'm trying to get some communal beers. He's like, ha! I would never sell you a communal beer. All right. Well, John, thanks for coming on.
Thanks, man.
Go ahead and remind everybody where they can find you.
Sure. PVDcast.com is the online home of yours truly, where you can get the PVDcast podcast, or available through all those major podcast platforms, like Spotify, Deezer, Google Podcasts, etc.
But if you want to get it right from the tap,
that's right.
You know where to go.
Exactly. Is that another beer reference? Anyways.
It works. We're going to run
it. It works. It's also available, as I said, Redline Radio, LLC. The live broadcast will be this Monday night, tomorrow, as a matter of fact, 9:30. Check it out. It's a great opportunity to be on the radio station, and I appreciate it so much. You can find me on Twitter, personal Twitter handles @PVDMVP, and of course, check out the Facebook, Instagram for PVDcast @PVDcast. There you go.
Awesome. Check out our friend Mike McGee at Mike McGee TV at YouTube, youtube.com/Mike McGee TV. Shout out to Arc Matter. We haven't shouted out Arc Matter in forever. I miss that dude. I was just thinking about you the other day, Arc Matter. So I hope you're doing well. I should pop into your channel to catch some videos. He does a lot of like unboxing or 3D printing videos. Check us out at the 3geeks.ninja. That's right. We have the most badass website on the internet, 3geeks.ninja. You can find all of our podcasts there. You can find us on all the major podcast outlets and your Spotify and your freaking Apple iPlay podcasts. And
I would have jumped in to help, but that was great. So
yeah, no, it's that's what it's called.
Apple iPlay pod thing.
Yes. But yeah, so check us out. You can get any of our stuff there. Catch us on TeePublic. You can get t-shirts, mugs, stickers, all kinds of stuff there. We've got a few different designs on there. 3 Geeks Network on TeePublic, or 3 Geeks Podcast on TeePublic. one of those things, go ahead and have yourself a little adventure like Scott did at the beginning of this podcast. And we will catch you guys
full circle.
Remember to find yourself a boat.
And recycle your droids.
Always.